Hi everyone, is a fan of art. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you some of my new air dry clay creations and charms, along with my oldest creations. Some of them are already 17 years old. Starting off with my most recent creation, the ice cream cone trio. I absolutely love how shiny this is. I used the gilding paint that I made for the dripping sauce. I have a tutorial on my channel showing you how to make the gilding paint, so go check it out if you want to make it as well. The whipped cream part is not made with air dry clay but with silicone, and that's why you see that it looks really shiny, and that's how I like it for my ice cream cones. And if you're wondering what air dry clay am I using, these are all made of cold porcelain clay, which I have a tutorial on my channel showing you how to make your own. Cold porcelain clay is affordable, durable, and a high quality clay. I will truly recommend it to anyone who wants to get their hands on clay art. I have another tutorial on my channel showing you how to make the deco sauces on these ice cream cones. As an artist who has been working with air dry clay for 18 years now, I'm really passionate in sharing everything I know about air dry clay to the world. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any tutorials or tricks I have on air dry clay. This cupcake was inspired by the fairy tales. The top is a dragon tail paired with wild grape syrup. I hand sculpted everything without using a mold. As you can see at the bottom of the cupcake liner, I could easily cover up those lines with liquid clay, but I think that's the beauty of handmade art. All these little details made it imperfectly perfect. This Pisces cookie was made using a stamp and topped with metallic powder. For this cupcake, I dusted the top with iridescent powder or color changing powder. It'll change from blue, purple to pink at certain different lightings. On my DIY gemstones tutorial, I've showed you how to make these embellishments that I used for this cupcake, so go and check it out if you want to learn how to make it. Out of all the fairy tale inspired cupcake, I think this one has to be my favorite. I'm so pleased that my design has executed very well on this cupcake. And this is a raspberry macaron trinket box. I have a tutorial on my channel showing you how to make this. slice has appeared on my how to waterproof your air dry clay tutorial. So this is waterproof. Go check it out if you want to learn how to do that. Now finally, can you guess how old he is? He's 17 years old and turning 18 in 2 months. I'm so proud of this baby boy. And I can't believe how far I've gone on this clay journey. And I'm so blessed and happy that my passion for this art has never cooled down. I made this cute bear cupcake charm when I was 11 years old, but I pulled out the eye pin because it got rusty over the years. I used to make my own eye pins with paper clips because I didn't want to waste my pocket money on buying those. But I will never use paper clips to make jump rings or eye pins anymore because it'll get rusty. Because it's not a very high quality metal. For now, if I were to make a charm, I would use my stainless steel wire to make all these findings like jump rings and head pins, clasps, and everything for accessories. This Cookie Monster cupcake holds a very special place in my heart because it's been around for many years already. For the eyes, I didn't color it with white paint, so it just yellowed over time. But if you would mix in white paint into the clay before making this won't happen. But it's easily fixable if I want to turn it white again. I just decided not to. The soft-served ice cream in the middle is made of colored silicone. The late Cupid cupcake used to be one of my favorites as well. The Cupid was made with polymer clay, and sadly the head snapped off when I was storing it with the other clay pieces. What a tragedy. These two were some of my earliest creations. At that time I was experimenting with glazing, and I didn't know what glaze to use. All I could think of is my mom's clear nail polish, and that's what I used, and that's how we got the yellowing. As you can see, one of the ear fell off from Totoro, and you can see the real color of the clay. It's a brighter gray color instead of that yellowish gray. So both of these just sadly got yellowed, but I still love them because they were made when I was 10 years old. I handcrafted all the decorative things on this tart, except for the tart base I used to mold to make this. And here's my favorite handcrafted cabochon, my Love Ya Heart. This Mickey Mouse cupcake was made with the Japanese brand Hardy Lightweight Air Dry Clay. And you may notice that some of my old creations have dirt on them, and that's because I didn't used to have a habit of glazing and protecting my charms with varnishes, so they're susceptible to dust and dirt, but you can easily clean them off with a Q-tip dipped with water. I could clean them and protect them with a varnish, but I just didn't want to do it because I want to see how my air dry clay would last over the years. So far these babies has lasted for an average of 15 years now, and I'd like to see how it would age when I get old. This traditional Japanese delicacy was made with Japanese resin clay. Despite being a high quality and expensive clay, you can see that it yellows over time as well. During my early days of making my own cold porcelain clay, I always make them super soft, and that would result in a hollow finish after it dries. I plan to make a cold porcelain clay 101 video very soon, so stick around if you want to find out more about cold porcelain clay. If you've paid attention to the kiwi slice on my tart a while ago, you'd find that I've improved so much on the kiwi slices. I made this when I was 13 years old. I sculpted the spare capuchon and painted over it. So I didn't color the clay itself, so you can see the natural yellowing over the years. It's about 13 years old now. Next up, I have my Decoden boxes. Decoden is just a Japanese word of saying decorated. All the pieces on this Decoden box is hand sculpted by me, except for the Oreo, of course. I used a mold to make that. And here's another one. I made everything with cold porcelain except for this cookie here. The icing on the cookie was made by mixing resin clay with water, which I think was not very effective over the years because, as you can see, it was getting moldy. But overall, I'm still very happy of the way it aged. These are just some random ones that I made as a decoration for my table. And I don't know why I would sculpt such a thing as a kid. I don't really like it now. Maybe that's why it popped out of my hands. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you love my past and recent collection of my charms and creations. If you do, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it to your artist friends. I'll see you in my next one. Have fun crafting!